Hi guys! Welcome to the Stamp and Scoop Show.
We think 142.
Yeah,
which
141, 142. We've kind of
it's
lost
number
track.
100 and something. It's a lot.
140 something. Today we are going to be playing with, just be prepared to fall in love with the Hues of Happiness Suite from
If you
Stampin'
haven't
Up.
fallen in love with it, like I think we probably convinced you when we first opened it. But there's a lot of reinforcement today.
Yeah. You guys are absolutely going to freak out at some of this stuff. And if you're not familiar with it, it's the one that's featured on the front of the catalog. Yep, true story. So we'll show you that and much more coming
With
up
so
soon.
many samples. Like so many.
You're going to freak at these too. Freak. And we're going to do some stamping with it. So welcome aboard. While you guys are jumping on board, be sure to hit subscribe and that like button all at the same time because we love you and we want you
to be
come back.
notified.
And while you guys are jumping on board, we'll tell you what we're giving away today.
Ooh.
Since we are live, we like to give away some freebies, and we got a good one. Yeah.
This is awesome. The uniquely artistic stamp set and catalog tabs,
Yep.
which is a big deal.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't buy these.
You can't buy them, and they're for your new catalog, and they're labels, little tabs for the side. They're pretty awesome. So that's what we're giving away. To enter, all you need to do is drop a comment here. We want to hear what your favorite cards are when we share.
Oh, okay.
We share our cards. Share what you love. And if you share this video,
Please do.
we love you. And type the word shared into the comments. You'll be.
You have to
a
type
second
shared into the comments.
Yeah, so we know.
Yes. Just like that. Who's that? Lisa just did it.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
Woo!
Perfect
There we
example.
go. So there
Just
you go.
like
Let
that.
us know you shared and let us know what you love the best. All right, so because
Winner, chicken
we got
dinner.
our winner from the last episode, and that is Joyce Mahanis. Mahanis, I think I'm
The
saying.
Haney's?
Mahanis.
Could be.
So Joyce, congratulations.
So my watch just showed the preview of us, and it's instead of the usual, it is us smiling. I don't know if we can see it on the.
Here, let's see if I can put that.
It's the preview. I'm like, sometimes that's actually not a bad picture.
I know, usually it's not a
sometimes
good
it gets
one.
you like. "Ah."
Usually it's
Oh my
not a good
goodness.
one.
I've never seen that before. So welcome if you just saw that great photo of us.
Thank you, Facebook. All right, so the Joyce is the winner of our last episode. So be sure to fill out the prize claim form so you can be entered to win. So again, using the Hues of Happiness, it's gonna make you happy.
You
It
can't not
definitely
be
is gonna
happy
make
playing
you
with
happy.
this. No.
And the last thing that we really want to share with you guys, actually, it's not the last thing. There's a couple of things here. Is the In Color Starter Kit.
This is like awesome. So you join, you pay $99, you get $125 worth of anything you want out of the catalog. Then, in addition, you get for free all these in color products: the paper, the design series paper, the ink pads, and the grid paper. Like, hello. I think we
it's
said
a
it was
really good deal.
$66, I think, of free product in addition to the $125 for $99 plus free shipping, plus you get a paper pumpkin
So,
kit. Yada, yada, yada.
Basically, what we're saying is if you have anything on your wish list from this new catalog, and I'm sure you do if you've opened it up, I'm sure you do, and you will after this episode,
Yes.
I guarantee. This is the best way to go.
Yeah.
Because not only do you get, that $60 add-on, $125, that's $185 for $99, you also get a discount on your future purchases. So, I mean, that alone is
And you get us.
totally worth it. Right. And
Hello.
Then you get to be part of a Stamping group, and we love you, and we have all kinds of fun and cool stuff to share. In
And you
that
don't
group,
have
too.
to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally optional.
Yeah. The paper pumpkin, if you order by, what the hell am I going to be? June 10th, you can get the pick of the crop, which is the monthly subscription card kit. There will be an add-on the 13th of June where you can buy those cute little bags.
They are adorable.
I think these are so cute. I love paper pumpkin, and it gets better every month. And if you sign up with Tammy or myself on either stampwithtammy.com or craftystampy.com, because you get the full details on paper pumpkin and how to join, you will also be included in the PPX video distribution of 6 or 7 exclusive videos of alternatives.
Every month.
Every month.
Every month.
And they are flipping awesome. Because every month I see what everyone else is doing. I'm like, oh, I got to up my game next month.
Okay. I love doing this when people jump on. Kathy Crow, you're not late. You came here just in time. I love that when people think they miss the live and they get right.
We're
in
still
the
in the get going.
We have
chatting.
not even started sharing yet, so you're right on time. You are right on time. Speaking of sharing, let's see what we got here. So we mentioned that we're playing with Hues of Happiness, which is the cover of the catalog. So it's beautiful, right? This alone is beautiful. Yeah. I mean, the fact that it made the cover of the catalog.
It tells you it's superb.
Right? That's one of the things that,
Stampin' Up! Loved it so much.
Obviously, when they put something on the cover, it's something that's going to jump out at you, right? Yeah. So we're going to tell you a little bit more. And somebody said it looks complicated. That card looks complicated.
Actually,
after this video, I think you're going to see that
that's probably the easiest.
Super easy to make.
Yeah.
So we'll share what the suite is. It has the Happiness Abound stamp set. And that's a line art stamp set with some great words. It's got great fonts. I love the script font.
Beautiful.
And the words. You can color this. You can use it, plain. It's got a lot of different varieties.
And we have a lot of samples to show you later with it used all in those different ways. And just in case, I know we always get some new people, a suite, which is what we're calling this, and it is a suite, it is when Stampin' Up! Groups a bunch of items together that they feel will coordinate well. And it is put together under one item code to make it easy for purchasing. But you can purchase them all individually because you're going to want more and more of this paper.
Right. I was just going to say that. You're going to want to stock up on this paper. I literally just bought 3 more packs yesterday because I used up my entire... I love it. And I don't know. It's the kind of paper that I just want one just to have.
Yeah, I know. It is yummy paper. And then I'll cut
out the rest. Yeah. So these are the dies that coordinate with the stamp set. But... they don't just coordinate with the stamp set. They also coordinate with the designer series paper, and we know that you love that. So we'll show that to you in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so here I always like to do the little sample so you can see exactly what they cut out. So there are 1, 2, 3. These are some interesting, unique dies. So this one it doesn't cut out in total. It just makes this design in your paper in the background. And what's cool is it cuts out full. I'm going to call them leaves, like on a lattice or something. But there are some that it's only cut like the outline, so it looks like a little leaf. And then you get these 2 like edge bands, like you've ripped it out of a notebook or something, which are great. The rest of the dies coordinate with all of the images on the stamp set. So every single image, not words, but the flowers, has a corresponding die to cut that out. So you can see that all here. And as we said, all of those flowers, except these 2, so all the dies that match these open flowers, actually die cut from this piece of paper. And there's 2 in colors of that pattern, so it's 2 sheets. So it's actually 4 sheets because there's 2 of each sheet.
So the dies, this one cuts out the larger one.
There's this one with the stem.
This one cuts out the smaller one
stem.
Here. This one cuts out the rose.
And then the 2 leaves.
And then this cuts out this little guy over here. And then we've got 2 leaves. One there and one.
So you could cut out almost every single flower on these papers.
And I have.
It's stunning.
I have. That's why I started hoarding this paper because...
1 of each, so 1, 2, 3,
it is
4, 5, 6.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
And that's what
we love
all these flowers are.
When they do this.
What's nice is they make this paper still very pretty on its own with all these little flowers in between. So if you just want to cut it out and use it as the background of your card, you can. It's not just like a bunch of flowers for you to cut out. It's like a duo. It's so cool. I'm glad they think of it like that.
I know. They listen to us.
Then you get the rainbow.
You guys, right? And so we'll share.
Everything's got the rainbow.
We'll share the taste of the rainbow in just a minute.
Yeah.
So these are glossy dots, and they're little. There
are so many of them. I love how many there are. There are 180. That's a bargain.
Yeah.
And they are in Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. Yummy.
Yay. So, the rainbow, we'll show you the front of these, and then we'll show you some cool other things that you probably didn't know that this paper can do. Okay, so these are the same. These 2 pages are the same. just different colors.
Yep.
So we've got the, like the Melon Mambo, the Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo, yellow
Daffodils,
here,
yeah.
and then we've got the
Highland Heather, or Freesia.
It looks like Fresh Freesia.
Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Night of Navy, Pool Party, and Cabana.
And this one has it almost all of it, right? It has a lot, and they're a little bit smaller flowers. And then this one, oh my gosh, right?
Yeah.
Do you not love?
It's so pretty.
This is totally Linda.
I was gonna say that's my favorite one with the navy.
The blue one is totally Linda, and then we've got some just flower rainbows here in different colors.
Pretty.
So you could cut them this way and do individual colors, or you could cut this way and do rainbows.
Yeah.
So, but that's not all on this paper because it is double-sided.
The yumminess just continues on and on.
So, some cool things about the
at this.
double-sided paper is, hold on, there's 3 of them, right? There are 3 sheets that I can't even get the camera to go back far enough to see all of that.
So we start here, and then you move this way.
Right?
Isn't
that awesome?
Oh my god,
So
I
you got
love
the
it.
full rainbow effect there. So lots of fun things that you can do.
I just want to frame
backside of
those 3
these.
like on the wall, you know?
Right?
Wouldn't that be cool?
They're so pretty. So that's the backside of these 3.
If you can bear to cut them up.
I know, right? That's why I wanted extra.
Yeah.
And then we've got this one that has
all in one.
It's like a smaller version of that. So yeah, and you know what? Right, Tina. Sometimes you get bummed out because you don't want to put one side down.
Yeah.
You don't know which one you're gonna choose.
This is a tough one.
Now, I'm going to show you a few things. We're going to share a few things. So the back sides of these are some more prints that you can use double sides of the paper.
Yes.
Some that you can't, some that you can. All right, so what do you think? Stamping? Stamping.
Stamping.
All right.
Absolutely stamping.
So I am going to stamp something this morning that and credits to Mercy Designs. We're going to make a little flower pot, which I just think is absolutely adorable. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that designer series paper that we just shared with you. I'm going to take those dies and I'm going to cut out whichever flowers.
Whichever color you want.
Whichever color
and
you
you got
want.
so many options.
Whichever color you want and some leaves.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! I love the magic of video. And then I use the layering diorama dies for these pieces here. So I pre-cut these. They were all, super easy die cuts. And then I'm going to take the word friend from the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp that on this is the smallest and the second smallest layering diorama. But don't worry, you don't need to write this down because we will have a free PDF for you. We promise.
We do.
Free PDF for you, measurements and all the supplies we're using after the video, about an hour after this video on our blogs. So craftystampin.com or stampwithtammy.com.
Yep.
Okay, friend was upside down. So we're gonna
You would have made that work even upside down.
We're gonna write our friend and stamp it. I'm just using some soft suede ink here. Pretty much went with everything.
Yeah.
And then I am going to, just so I don't lose this, attach these 2 together. Because, little pieces on the table tend to get lost. So I've got a frame there. I've got a mat for my...
That's awesome.
For my words. Super easy.
I've never used the dioramas for greetings. I think that's a great idea.
So now I'm just going to put these aside just for 1 minute. And we are going to do some cutting. So I've got... This is a 3.5 by 4 inch piece of early espresso and a ruler. Grid paper actually works really well too if you have that handy.
And glasses.
And if you're like me, this is kind of a necessary part. So I'm just going to put a little tick mark at 3/4 of an inch at the bottom on either side. So 3.5 tall, 4 inches wide, and 3/4 tick mark on either side. So I got our little trimmer here, and we're gonna go ahead and line up. I know it's really hard to see this tick mark because it's espresso and it's already dark. But take my word, I'm lining up the tick mark right here with the
So you have the top corner over here and the tick mark down here on the track.
Corner to bottom, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. Even I can't see the tick mark there. It really blends. Okay, so that is going to give us. Put this little on top. We've got a little flower pot.
Cool.
So this is Mercy Designs. I hope I said that. If I didn't say that, I got. Whoops! I do need that phone more. I was very inspired by a very similar project that she made doing this. So shout out to her and thanks. Okay, so I've got a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of cardstock that I'm going to score now. So scoring, you could use a simply scoring tool just because I already have this out. I'm going to take the scoring blade, which is the lighter of the two blades, and we just lost our cameras. So we're just going to look at the table. Never fails.
No.
I'm scoring at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. And basically that's half and quarter of this. So we're going to do a little Z fold there. I'm going to move that off to the side. And we're just going to burnish that just so that it's down really good. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate it. Now I've already pre-cut these. I have all the measurements on that PDF again, so you can download that right after in about an hour after the video. And I'm just going to go ahead and layer these on the outside and the inside. And then we're going to go ahead and take the pot that we just made. I know it's hard to kind of see that on the background. I'm going to put some adhesive along the very top. So I'm going to fold that down. I'm lining this up with the early espresso matte. So I didn't line it up with the bottom, although you totally could if you wanted to. I'm just lining it up with the early espresso matte. And it would help if I put the adhesive side down.
I'm like, what's she going to do?
Yeah, what's going to happen now? Magic! All right, so that gives us our flower pot. I'm going to put some adhesive.
Oh, that's a cool idea. See, I have no idea how she made this, so I'm in awe at this as well. I'm like, oh, just tell me more, Tammy. Tell me more.
All right, so I'm just putting this on with Stampin' Dimensional. So that's the top of the flower pot there.
What a great idea.
And then we're going to bring in our die cuts that we had previously out. And the friend is going to go on with those dimensionals on the inside. And that's going to hold up our flower pot. So I'm going to put that right about there. So when we put this up here, and I'll put it on the lower cam. I think lower cam's still being happy with us right now. So it'll stand up on its own. We've got a nice little easel going there. Yeah. And then we're going to take these pieces and decorate. So what I did was I started, and I'm pretty much using dimensionals on all of them, I think, except maybe the leaves. So we'll go ahead and flip those over, add the dimensionals, and then just kind of piece them in there. Piece them in like we want them. Isn't the back, even the back of them?
The backs are so pretty.
Backs are pretty, fronts are pretty. This is where it gets sad.
I'm going to have to cover it up.
Down. So, let's see. This one was kind of on the edge of the designer series paper, but it's going to get hidden by one of the flowers. I'm going to.
I was just saying you can also stick it so it goes like under the.
Oh yeah, totally.
Pot. That's why I always use the ones with the edges. They tick.
So there's no waste on your designer series paper. And I don't know. I'm just kind of randomly throwing these in there. Let's see. We're going to take one of these and put it up top here, and we'll put one of those down there. What do we got now? I like this one better because it kind of goes with that.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of did multicolors. I just wanted to see what it would look like with the two different colors. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. You could use glue dots on these leaves if you wanted to. I'm just going to use some seal adhesive here.
So pretty.
And I've got another extra flower, so let's stick that right there. What do you think? Down here?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like it's falling right out of the pot. And ooh, we're done. And now we have our easel card, and She stands right up on her own. Super easy, right? Super quick, super easy, super fun. These are all just the die cuts. These flowers were just die cut from the designer series paper.
So easy.
All right, so are you guys ready for this? Oh, we're back on that. I'll see if I can fix that in a minute. All right, so I'm just gonna move this one out of the way. So once I made one,
she's like, "Look what I did!" I'm like, "Oh my god, you went crazy."
I was like, "Oh my god, look at all these pretty colors in the paper." So. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't add this on. I just tied the gingham ribbon around the bottom and added the iridescent things on here. So I don't know if I could even get them in that way. Yeah. So we got a rainbow here. So I had to use all the colors. Once I started going, I just went nuts. So, and these are all cut from the designer series paper. So I did all the colors just to show what they all would look like on there. And they all stand up, so they're all kind of fun little interactive cards for your, for your loved ones, for your friends.
So
and I use the iridescent. Over here.
Because don't be fooled. You know your friends and family when they get a card from you that you've handmade, it goes on the mantle.
Yeah, you definitely.
What a way to present a card on the mantle.
Says, now I know why you needed to order more. Yes, because once I started doing that, I couldn't stop, and then well, you'll see in a minute. But I used the iridescent rhinestones on these because they went with all the colors. But if I was just doing one or two that matched, the glossy dots would look awesome on them too. So you'll be able to download the PDF, and that also has a little template on the back. About an hour after this. If you're watching the replay, it's probably already out.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Linda's got some more. She's got a bunch to share with you.
A lot of samples.
I'm gonna have her share, and I'm gonna see if I can fix the camera because that seems to be what we do every week.
All right, so these are some samples that I got as swaps. So there are some absolutely stunning, and some are really simple. Like this one is purely just cutting out the DSP and some stamping, easy. Whereas this one actually, die cuts the flowers like Tammy did. You can do it as simple as this or a little more complicated. So pretty. Here's another one. Just uses that rainbow check, very basic sort of paper that's in the thing. Okay. Do we have a way to X-nay some people who are putting bad? We got
Okay.
Trolls. Ignore people. Tammy will take care of the trolls.
Good times.
The orange.
Gotcha.
Okay, so here we got just cutting the same DSP out with some circles. And here's another simple one where it's stamping a monotone on the paper. Here's another one, just uses the images with some watercoloring and some, I think this is the penciled paper, the perfectly penciled. I don't like that. Here's another one. This one uses that die that just kind of does the background and then uses one of the die cut out stamps of the flowers.
Not back.
Here's another one.
We were fixed, but then we're not. Okay, keep going. Never, don't mind me.
This one's a book fold, so it has like a place that does binding edge. There we go. There we go. I'm like, what?
Thank you, Janet, for reporting them. I didn't have a way to do it.
Thank you. I know. You guys are great. All right.
It was just on the YouTube. It's not on
the
Facebook.
Is that where it is?
It's not on the Facebook.
So this one, to take good pictures, put glue dots.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
So they don't open really. Some go down here. So this one opens this way and then opens this way. Isn't that kind of cool? And I don't know if you can see, it's got that embossing folder with the flowers with just the stripe. I love this one. It's so simple, and it's of course it has that blue paper that
I know
is all over
me.
Look at this one. This one's so pretty. It's heat embossed with the new polka dot dye. Isn't that pretty?
Nice. Just a little touch there. You don't have to color it.
Yep. Here's another one. Sorry, hold on. Another one I gotta take apart. Hold on.
This is best show today. She loves all the cards.
Oh, good. Hold on. I gotta. All right, so this is like a Z fold, but not.
I think that's. Is it
I don't know the names of folds.
Yeah. I did have a name. Is that the Joy fold?
Is it a joyful? I don't know. It's a cool
It's
fold.
cool. It's cool.
It's really pretty. That's
like
what
an
we're going to go with.
inverted double Z.
This one's cool. It's got a pocket. So the card that you would write in goes in the pocket. And there's another one. This flower die or embossing folder has been used.
Joyfold.
Joyfold, okay. With a lot of them. So flowers with flowers. And here's another one similar.
Uh-oh. Sorry. That's just me playing. Go ahead. You're still on. You're still on.
And they just cut that pretty DSP into 3 panels. Isn't that kind of cool? And then used 2 of the dies. I like that idea to just highlight the greeting at the bottom. And then here's another one that's a book fold. The inside. Kind of pretty. Now these last two are mine.
This one a lot. That's really cool.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So this is another one that I did. And I just used the outline on the edge. And then I used, I think it's the printed. Oh, did I grab? So let me tell you what I did. So I had to make 20 swaps. And I didn't want to waste my paper. So I grabbed paper from last year that was similar so I could plan it out. And this is last year's paper. I'm going, this doesn't look like it.
Well, it's very similar to the...
So I don't have the right ones.
This
is
pencil,
the pencil
perfectly
paper.
penciled.
So I used the perfect pencil exactly like this. They have a stripe. It's a little more, it's not as defined, and a similar flower. And I grabbed the wrong one as I was leaving the house. I'm like, I'll grab the one that's got the ribbon because I didn't do the ribbon in mine. Oh, what an idiot I am. And then there's this one. Of course, I used the blue for my swap. And again, I just stamped the outline in 3 different colors. On the back, I used that same flower embossing folder.
No, don't forget, everywhere. We want to hear your favorite.
Yeah. Don't pick the one that I used retired DSP.
All right, so there's more, but wait, there's more. So, you know what, as I said, I started crafting and I went nuts. I just couldn't stop. Let me see if I can... No, that camera's not going to come back. So we're just going to go. You guys.
You know what we look like.
Yeah. And we're just going to not be on there. So this one's just a simple one done with designer series paper. I cut out the flower from the designer series paper. And then I used the
I like that
stylish shapes dies because I use those on everything now.
Yeah, they're
those are my new
go-to
Now
dies.
this is texture chic paper on the background. So it's got a little texture chic, and then we've got some of the designer series paper cut out there. And then, because everybody loves the teacups, so we've got some teacups here, and this is what's the vellum? It's the 12 by 12 vellum. I'm drawing. Wait. I think I wrote it on the back. So let's see. I guess I just have written layering vellum on the back. So anyways, I did use the stylish shapes to cut the circle. There's some vellum underneath. I will have a tutorial on this tomorrow on my blog, so you guys can get the instructions for how I did this. I embossed the teacup and then I cut these out of the designer series paper. And then these next 2, very similar to the one on the cover of the catalog, except the one on the cover of the catalog was designer series paper for the flowers. So I'll just sneak that in there.
I'm reporting people over here. Sorry.
Thank you. So it's sort of similar. It's got the background on the designer here. I used this spiral cut edgelet that's part of the dies on the edge there. The difference is these were cut with the designer series paper, and I colored my flowers and leaves with Stampin' Blend markers. So these 2 I will also have instructions for on my blog coming up this week. We can look forward to those at some point this week. And then recently, a few months ago, I got into explosion cards, and once I get going on something, I can't stop. So I've got the designer series paper here, and then boom, we've got designer series paper on the inside. I layered it on the background of the inside because I was having a lot of fun with that designer series paper. And there's that ribbon again, the frayed ribbon that was on Linda's card. And then here's another explosion card with the blue designer series paper, and then I use the darker blue with the little dots on the inside, and then we've got a little bit of that rainbow, and I use the circles from the stylish shapes. And And then I've got an accordion card. Now remember I said you could use both sides of the paper here? Here we go. We've got, boom, this side. So you don't have to pick a favorite there. I've got the words. We cut out the flower from the designer series paper. And then I've got this one here is colored with Stampin' Blend markers. The whole thing. I've done it on shimmer white cardstock. Colored the whole yellow, all the yellow roses. I know there was a yellow roses on one of Linda's. Yes, trolls are apparently a YouTube issue today, Stephanie.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to report them, but it seems like I'm reporting them on my account and blocking them, but they're still showing up on.
I think they're on mine, and I can't do it while I'm live. So it won't pick up on the replay. They won't see it, but.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what that's.
This is
that's
new.
kind of new.
This is
new.
It's
for bringing me back to the Periscope days. But if it's bothering you, you can switch over to Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook doesn't have the trolls.
Yeah.
So anyway, knock on wood. Anyways, here's the refreshing yellow. And this one was cased from Stacia Bloodhart, who is an artisan.
This is stunning, yeah.
Artisan with Stampin' Up. Look at how beautiful this is. Now, this is the edge-lit die down here. Use that rainbow designer series paper for the background, and then cut coordinating flowers out to match the background on a slimline card. So I'll have some instructions for this coming up on my blog this week. And while I'm doing slimline cards, this one, I used the
gorgeous
Stampin' Blend markers here, Poppy Parade and some Cherry Cobbler. I will have instructions for this coming up this week too. These just, oh my God, the flowers pop. So now you can see the stamped flowers colored. We've seen them just sponged. We've seen them done so many different ways. And then we also have the slimline envelopes that fit the slimline cards. I know, right? You need the paper. It's awesome.
Yeah, the paper is a must.
My last share... I know, I couldn't stop, right? I couldn't stop. So I've got, this was the Horizon dies I used for this.
Yeah.
And then it is card in a box, pop-up card in a box.
Look at that.
So, whoops, sorry. I guess this, no, I had it right. I had it right the first time, but this little guy's
This is so Alice Houston.
I know, right? Totally. So there are flowers. I do have a video on my blog on how to do these. I will link it. I will put instructions for what I did. Now, these flowers are all cut from the designer series paper, but I cut, I think the foliage die I used for those. And then that perfectly penciled paper.
Oh, yeah, perfectly penciled is gorgeous.
Like the paper that was like the one you were just sharing.
Yeah.
So that.
Trying to share.
Like that, right? And then we've got some glossy dots on there. So this is card in a box. And I mean, you can make it so that all your things fit in there and then it will fit neatly into an envelope, but I had mine exploding all over the place because I liked it that way. So you got to custom make your envelope for that one. But I will have instructions, and I do have, you can type explosion in a box video on my blog, Stamp with Tammy, and I do have a video for how to make these. So those are all of the cards. I don't know if that will come up on the lower. Our face cam is not working right now, so yeah, right.
This is how we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't pop back on and say goodbye that way. But we hope you have loved the suite of products, and we hope that you have enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a comment. Let us know what ones you like the best. I will have tutorials for some of these on my blog coming up this week. We've got our little flower box card. And we appreciate you sticking with us through, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you sticking with us through the trolls. Hopefully they're gone. Thank you for reporting them, those of you who did. Hopefully that's a temporary thing and they get that fixed so it doesn't happen again. But if it does and it bothers you, pop over to, we're on Facebook and YouTube. So if one's having a problem.
And Twitter.
And Twitter. I'm on Twitter as well.
I figured out how to get it on Twitter too. So
yay!
Yeah,
all right.
So
now we're on
places.
Six places. So if one's bothering you or one's not working, pop on over to
Try
another
the other
one.
Give us love in all areas.
we love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye.